Chinese Taoism and Christianity are two distinct philosophical and religious traditions with fundamental differences in their beliefs and practices. Taoism, rooted in ancient Chinese thought, emphasizes harmony with the natural world and the cultivation of inner peace through the Tao, or the Way. It encourages spontaneity, simplicity, and a non-striving attitude towards life. In contrast, Christianity, originating in the teachings of Jesus Christ, emphasizes faith in God, salvation through Jesus, and moral living based on biblical principles. While Taoism focuses on self-cultivation and aligning with the flow of nature, Christianity emphasizes obedience to God's will and adherence to moral laws. Despite these differences, both traditions seek to provide guidance for living a meaningful and virtuous life. The Sir Gawain and the Green Knight is a medieval poem that offers various lessons and insights for readers. Some of the key themes and lessons include: 1. Chivalry and honor. The poem explores the ideals of chivalry and honor upheld by knights like Sir Gawain. It demonstrates the importance of loyalty, courage, integrity, and humility in the face of challenges and temptations. 2. Moral integrity and temptation. Gawain's journey highlights the struggle between moral integrity and human weaknesses. His encounter with the Green Knight tests his commitment to truth and honor, showcasing the complexities of ethical decision-making. 3. Humility and redemption. Gawain's acceptance of his own flaws and vulnerabilities, particularly in his exchange with the Green Knight, reflects the theme of humility. Despite his initial failure, Gawain's willingness to acknowledge his mistakes and seek redemption underscores the importance of humility in personal growth and moral development. 4. The nature of heroism. The poem challenges traditional notions of heroism by presenting Gawain as a flawed yet ultimately admirable character. It suggests that true heroism involves not only physical prowess but also moral courage, integrity, and self-awareness. 5. The passing of time and mortality. The poem's cyclical structure, with its emphasis on the changing seasons and the inevitability of death, serves as a reminder of the transient nature of human life. It encourages readers to contemplate the passage of time and the impermanence.
Overall, Sir Gawain and the Green Knight offers timeless lessons about human nature, morality, and the quest for honor and redemption. Its rich symbolism and complex characters continue to resonate with readers, inviting reflection on the timeless themes of courage, integrity, and the search for meaning in the face of adversity.
In Homer's Odyssey, Odysseus's loyalty to his wife, Penelope, is a central theme. Throughout the epic, Odysseus demonstrates his enduring love and loyalty to Penelope, despite facing numerous temptations and challenges during his long journey home from the Trojan War. While Odysseus encounters various obstacles and distractions along the way, including the seductive offers of goddesses like Calypso and Circe, he ultimately remains steadfast in his commitment to returning to Penelope and his kingdom of Ithaca. Despite the passage of years and the uncertainty of whether Penelope is still waiting for him, Odysseus never wavers in his desire to reunite with her. Furthermore, Odysseus's actions upon his return to Ithaca further underscore his loyalty to Penelope. He disguises himself as a beggar to assess the situation in his household and devise a plan to rid his home of the suitors who have been vying for Penelope's hand in marriage in his absence. His ultimate goal is to reclaim his rightful place as Penelope's husband and restore order to his kingdom. Overall, while Odysseus may encounter temptations and challenges throughout his journey, his unwavering dedication to Penelope and his determination to reunite with her demonstrate his loyalty and love for his.
In Homer's Odyssey, Odysseus is unquestionably portrayed as a hero, albeit a complex one. Here are several ways in which Odysseus embodies heroic qualities. 1. Bravery and courage. Odysseus displays immense courage throughout his journey, facing numerous obstacles such as the Cyclops, the Sirens, and the suitors in his own home. Despite the dangers he encounters, he remains resolute and determined to overcome them. 2. Intelligence and cunning. Odysseus is renowned for his cunning and wit, often using his intelligence to outsmart his enemies. His masterful strategies, such as the Trojan horse ploy, demonstrate his resourcefulness and ability to think creatively in challenging situations. 3. Leadership and command. As a leader, Odysseus inspires loyalty and trust among his followers. Despite facing adversity and setbacks, he remains steadfast in his commitment to leading his men home, demonstrating qualities of resilience and determination. 4. Endurance and perseverance. Odysseus endures numerous trials and hardships during his long journey back to Ithaca, including years of captivity and isolation. Despite the temptations and distractions he encounters along the way, he remains focused on his ultimate goal of returning to his homeland and reuniting with his family. 5. Sense of duty and responsibility. Throughout their Odyssey, Odysseus demonstrates a strong sense of duty and responsibility towards his family, his kingdom, and his crew. Despite the allure of immortality offered by Calypso and Circe, he ultimately chooses to return home to fulfill his obligations as a husband, father, and king. While Odysseus may exhibit flaws and weaknesses like any human being, his heroic qualities of bravery, intelligence, leadership, endurance, and sense of duty make him a quintessential hero in the epic tradition. His journey serves as a timeless example of the hero's quest, illustrating the triumph of the human.
Odysseus is not considered a terrorist in the context of Homer's Odyssey. In the epic poem, Odysseus is portrayed as a heroic figure who engages in various adventures and battles on his long journey back home to Ithaca after the Trojan War. While he employs cunning and strategic deception in some instances, such as the Trojan horse ploy, these actions are typically directed against adversaries in the context of warfare rather than for the purpose of instilling fear or achieving political aims through violence against civilians, which are characteristics commonly associated with terrorism. It's important to recognize that the concept of terrorism as we understand it today, with its specific political and ideological motivations, did not exist in the same form during the time period in which the Odyssey was composed. Therefore, applying modern labels like terrorist to characters from ancient literature may not accurately capture their actions or intentions within the context of their own historical and cultural. The character of Macbeth in William Shakespeare's play Macbeth is a complex figure who undergoes a significant transformation throughout the course of the play. While Macbeth begins as a valiant and respected nobleman, his ambition and the influence of supernatural forces ultimately lead him down a path of corruption and tyranny. In the beginning of the play, Macbeth is portrayed as a brave and loyal soldier who earns the admiration of his peers and King Duncan for his battlefield exploits. However, when he encounters the witches who prophesy his future kingship, Macbeth becomes consumed by ambition and begins to entertain thoughts of regicide in order to seize the throne. As the play progresses, Macbeth's ambition drives him to commit increasingly heinous acts, including the murder of King Duncan and the ordering of the deaths of Banquo and his family. These actions, coupled with his growing paranoia and guilt, lead to his downfall and eventual death. While Macbeth may possess certain heroic qualities at the outset of the play, such as bravery and loyalty, his tragic flaw of unchecked ambition ultimately leads to his demise. Therefore, while Macbeth may be seen as a tragic figure in some respects, he cannot be considered a traditional hero in the heroic sense. Instead, he serves as a cautionary tale about the corrupting influence of unchecked ambition and the consequences